Hey guys, welcome to Silicon Valley Girl. In this video, I want to share a list of 10 high-demand skills that everyone who wants to succeed in today's world, whether in business or in their career, should master to some degree. In this video, I've combined hard skills that you can easily monetize with soft skills that may not directly generate income, but are essential for success in 2024, like taking breaks and filtering information that you receive online. So watch this video to the end and share your thoughts in the comments. But before we get to the list of in-demand skills, I want to thank HubSpot for sponsoring this video. Now, skill number 1, surprisingly, right? Artificial intelligence and machine learning. They are revolutionizing industries by automating tasks and extracting insights from data. So professionals with these skills are in high demand across sectors like tech, finance, healthcare, and more. Nowadays, almost every employee or entrepreneur needs to be familiar with AI tools relevant to their field, including creators, and understand how to use them. Because if you're not leveraging AI, somebody else is. Your competition is. That means you're likely spending more time and money and producing less effective results compared to your competitors. And the thing is, this technology keeps advancing. So knowing how to use AI becomes as essential as knowing how to use Word or Excel. AI advancements are predicted to result in 97 million new jobs. Since 2021, generative AI-related job posts have increased by over 250%. As a creator and entrepreneur, I'm using so many AI tools these days, and I've actually created a whole separate video about AI tools that make my life easier. If you want to learn about all the tools that I'm using, the link will be down below. For those people who want to dive deeper into using AI, I highly recommend the incredibly useful bundle, 5 Essential Resources for Using ChatGPT at Work, designed to help you effectively adopt and leverage artificial intelligence. This bundle includes a handy flowchart on when to use ChatGPT, a template for setting clear guidelines in ChatGPT, an AI-generated content refinement checklist, an AI adoption checklist, a fascinating guide to enhancing work productivity with generative AI. There are thousands of ways to use ChatGPT in your daily life, so ask yourself, can you name at least 20 situations when you use AI instead of doing tasks yourself? If not, you should definitely check out this bundle, which provides over 100 prompts so you can start working with ChatGPT. For example, it can assist with creating and managing influencer marketing campaigns or create templates for commonly used documents and presentations. There are many interesting prompts, and I've found some very useful for myself. Follow the link in the description to download these completely free materials provided by HubSpot. Big thanks to them for offering these free resources and sponsoring this video. The next skill is resting and taking care of yourself. This skill won't make you money on its own, but I had to include it on this list. The amount of stress and strain our nervous systems endure in today's world is unprecedented. Every year, the number of people experiencing burnout or depression increases. And it's very important to learn how to get quality rest, because sometimes when we have free time, what do? We open Instagram and start scrolling through our feed, which leads to low energy and unwillingness to do anything. So you need to learn how to get quality rest. For example, switching activities from brain to physical helps me rest a lot. I just started personal training with a trainer, and I will try to do at least 1 hour of training every 2 days. Going on a hike, meditating, cleaning the house. Oh my God, I love this task. Going through old clothes, sorting clothes, whatever. Find something that makes you disconnect and also helps you get this feeling of satisfaction. And this is the only way to stay productive in the long run. I know we're always in a hurry and often don't have time to take care of ourselves, but please include at least 30 minutes a day for activities like meditation, exercise, or walking, and try to get 8 hours of sleep every night. Now, the next skill is going to make you money, and the skill is called sales. And I believe that everyone should be able to sell regardless of who you work for and what position you hold. The sales process isn't just about selling products or services to customers. Selling is negotiating a salary during a job interview, attracting investment for your company, selling a job to prospective employees, and even discussing plans with friends for your Friday night. The ability to sell your products, services, skills, and ideas is one of the most important skills you can have. If you haven't mastered it, spend time studying the topic and, most importantly, practice as much as possible. Now, the next skill is coding. And despite the significant layoffs in tech companies over the past couple years, coding remains one of the most in-demand and highest-paying skills, not just in the US, but globally. And the thing is, with AI, you don't need to know how to code exactly. You need to know how to use the AI tools to ask them to create the right code for you. For example, there is an AI coding tool by Google. And again, because I started this research at Stanford, it actually requires me to code. I've learned C++ when I was 12, I think. Back in my school in Russia, we learned basic C++. Of course, I forgot everything. I remember like some lines, but that's it. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to learn the basics and I'm going to learn how to use Google AI Helper and master the skill of coding just with the help of AI. The next skill is critical thinking. Studies show that the average American spends almost 8 hours per day consuming digital media and consumes approximately 4 articles or 8,200 words and 226 messages daily. This is significantly more than 5 or 10 years ago. Our brains are not accustomed to that much information, and therefore it's important for you to limit the time you spend online, as well as the amount of information you consume. And information in our age is becoming a weapon. Today, anyone can post anything on the internet, and many media outlets publish whatever is profitable for them, often far from the truth. Therefore, developing critical thinking skills and learning to verify and evaluate the information you receive is more important than ever. Every time you encounter new information, before believing it, accepting it, acting on it, check it multiple times. Consider whether you're hearing a real fact or just someone's opinion that might not align with reality. Give it an extra thought. Is it real? Or is someone just making money with it? The next skill is something that I'm still mastering, and the skill is called the power of no. Just as it's important to critically evaluate and filter the information you receive, it's also crucial to evaluate and be able to reject the opportunities and ideas that come into your life. New cool ideas and technologies are popping up every day. Everyone you know is constantly starting something, succeeding in something, and everything is so interesting. Naturally, you'll want to get involved in everything. The more you achieve and the more public and famous you become, the more interesting offers you will get, I guarantee you. And I completely understand the temptation to agree to everything and load yourself to the max. But it's very important to set true priorities for yourself. And whenever a new opportunity comes my way, I ask myself, does it lead me to my big goal? So every time a new opportunity comes my way, I'm like, is it worth it? Because the most important thing for me right now is my family. The next skill is digital marketing. And of course, this skill is crucial for any entrepreneur and anyone who's trying to get some exposure online. And the thing with digital marketing is that it's constantly changing. So knowing which social network is trending, knowing who are the cool people of this age, knowing what's happening in digital marketing is really important. For example, if you ask me, Marina, what's the most important digital marketing skill in 2024? I will answer probably creating viral videos, knowing how to deal with influencers, knowing how to build a website using AI, knowing how to present a product in a story that's engaging, in a story that makes people pay attention. But it can change the next years. So if you're running your own business, make sure you are up to date with all of the existing digital marketing trends. The next skill is cybersecurity, and again, it applies to anyone. I was a target of it's not a cyber attack. So basically somebody called me and told them, and their phone number that they called from was like 1-800-APPLE. And they told me somebody hacked my iCloud. I know it sounds so basic, but that morning, one of our contractors reported that he had noticed that there was a breach in our CRM. And then Apple calls. And imagine I'm already so nervous, like I'm thinking who hacked us, and then Apple calls. And suddenly it just starts making sense. Oh, somebody hacked our CRM. They probably have access to my iCloud, which Apple is claiming. And they're like, oh, we're going to help you fix it. They just started giving me some guidelines, like log into your PayPal. And this is like my brain starts waking up there. And they're like, create this gift card. And they actually took over my computer. They're like, give us access to your laptop. And again, because I was so nervous already, I actually fell for that trick. But when they asked me to create this PayPal gift card, I was like, no, stop. I was like, let me call you back. And he started screaming at me like, you can't call me back. If you hang up now, you're going to lose access to your iCloud. But I already realized it was a scam. So I put down my phone. I took my Apple computer to the nearest Apple store, and they were like, oh yeah, this is like a typical scam. They haven't hacked anything yet, but to make sure nothing bad happens, let's just delete your laptop completely. So yeah, that was a story when I realized I need to pay extra attention to anything that's happening to me because I'm a business owner, and sometimes you're just in the right mood for hackers to attack you. The FBI has seen a 300% increase in reported cybercrimes since the start of the pandemic. And of course, companies are investing heavily in cybersecurity, and this demand creates lucrative opportunities for skilled cybersecurity professionals. In fact, the Bureau of Labor Statistics projects that the number of cybersecurity jobs will grow by 32% in the next decade, much faster than the average. There are nearly 600,000 unfilled cybersecurity jobs in the US right now, and about 3.5 million open roles globally. And the skills you need to become a cybersecurity specialist are application and cloud security development, penetration testing, red teaming, identity and access management, knowledge of programming languages like C, C++, Java, and encryption techniques to secure sensitive data. The next skill is self-discipline. A lot of you guys are working from home. A lot of you guys are running your own business. And a lot of people ask me, Marina, how do you manage to have 3 channels, 2 kids, 2 businesses? I think it has a lot to do with discipline. And if I realize I have time for something, I do it. If I realize I don't have time for something, but it's an essential part of a process, I just delegate it and make sure there's a system of KPIs that I can easily track to make sure that the company is actually running, the process is being handled, etc. And that requires self-discipline. No matter how much of a genius you are, no one wants to work with someone who misses deadlines, lets the team down, and disappears from work for weeks at a time. And I know Brian Chesky from Airbnb said that no matter how good of a specialist you are, if you're toxic to the team, if you're unprofessional, you're not going to be working for Airbnb. And this is the rule I try to follow. And I also try to create some kind of routine and discipline for myself, like posting on this channel every single week and posting on my 2 other channels every single week, or at least once in 2 weeks. This routine is especially helpful during periods when I'm like, I need to give up on this, I'm tired. And I don't know about you guys, but I think all of us go through periods of time when we're like, I don't want to run this business anymore. I don't want to have this channel anymore. Having a discipline helps you through those periods. And when talking about multiple projects that you run at the same time, we need to talk about people management. And even though AI is taking over many functions, it certainly won't replace humans completely. On the contrary, it's projected to create millions of new jobs. Therefore, their ability to hire people, build teams, and motivate others remains a crucial quality for any successful entrepreneur or a manager or freelancer if you're planning to have a team. I've been managing people and hiring people for 13 years now, and I can tell that it's a never-ending process. But if you want a couple of tips from me, the first tip will be hire a personal assistant as your first hire, because it's so much easier for you to delegate something you know how to do, and that will help you manage that person. And the second tip is, if you want to delegate something, you need to have a clear understanding of the result. You can just hire an editor and tell them like, hey, I want this video to get 1 million views. You have to make sure that you understand what's the right way to edit the video so it gets to 1 million views. Like, it's really hard if you don't understand the process. If you don't feel your clients, your customers, or your product, it will be impossible to just hire someone and tell them like, grow my business 100x. Learn how to document a process and learn how to delegate it. That's all from me for today. Thank you so much for watching this video up to the very end. I hope to see you soon on Silicon Valley Girl. Let me know in comments down below which skill you're developing right now. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Bye.